I'm still glad I'm seeing that. Like, people I don't know. I know I'm streaming in the Europe time right now, and so, yeah, of course, there are going to be different players, right? The ones who aren't up all night.
High levels of carbon
Oh,
found.
what? Hold on, what's this? Okay, we're just doing that. I don't even care.
Let's get those ships uploaded and see what we
We'll figure out everything else before long. But this was too scavenger not to take,
Medium
right?
levels of water found.
We were able to knock out a significant amount of carbon. Did I get all the carbon I was supposed to from that?
Levels of silicon
I don't feel like I want to go back and look at that later, because that was weird.
High levels of silicon
Alright,
found.
still waiting on aluminum. Could take this tile, probably not going to. Would really like a high aluminum
Medium
somewhere.
levels of iron found.
Really hoping that that low up
Scientific
there
colony
isn't going to
found
be
it.
what I have to take. But we'll just be patient. We could upgrade right now.
Levels of aluminum found.
Alright. High levels of aluminum found. See if we can grab that up. Or do I just take 2 lows? This is probably aluminum over here, given how
Scientific
far
colony
he's...
found.
Maybe it's iron. Wow, guys. You guys are nuts. I'm still waiting on this upgrade button. Want to make sure there's... Okay, cancel this. Go up here, please. Just in case we need to take 2 later. That should help out. This guy's got a wind turbine. This guy's got far more reasonable stuff. He's sending a mine out here, apparently. He hasn't spotted up here yet. Which is good for us, because maybe we'll get to actually take it unless he's on the ball. This guy took that aluminum. That's all fine. Let's go ahead and hit that upgrade.
We'll have
Grab
this
the
done.
good
I
silicon.
just need to locate
Grab
some
the
spare
good
parts.
water. Is it a race? Am I going to get beat? Oh, come on. I sent it out so much longer before he did, and he finally spotted it. Ah, that's so frustrating.
Pirates are auctioning
Fine,
their
whatever.
services to the highest
We'll just toss out a couple of aluminum mines to be super, super safe. Go ahead and destroy the price on carbon. Bid up some pirates, because we've got plenty of scientists in this particular game. And they're going to have to put down something separate from their base eventually. Hopefully, right? Pirates will eventually be good. We just have to be a little careful on the pricing of them right now. We'll go up to 10,000. We could push it a bit higher than that, maybe even up to 14, and then just be patient. Which I think we'll go ahead and do. This guy's got no steel production. This guy's got no steel production. We're going to sit on those pirates for quite some time. It's just 14,000 debt. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. Still have the water pump going out. Still have the silicon going out. We're in a pretty decent spot overall. Obviously, we have way too much carbon coming in, right? But we can use it, so who cares? We might also have access to this 2,000 claim, which I'm definitely interested in. If we can pull off aluminum, going up in price shouldn't be any real surprise. People have... Oh, it wasn't actually the scientist. It was the expansive who got that one. Interesting. Interesting.
Scientific colony expanded.
All right, who got the expand? Herbert did. Guy who took my aluminum. Jerk. And we've got a 3,000 claim. That's still, I think, worth it. We'll have to be careful from here on out because we're making money mostly in silicon, water, and aluminum for acquiring the rest of our glass. But we did get ourselves an extra claim that we can use for... I'm honestly not sure. I just kind of was like, hey, a 3,000 claim. Let's take it. Just telling the truth, guys. It's just a fact. That was my whole thought process. 3,000 claim is good. I could grab up a little more water just to discourage anybody else from coming into my water territory. Looks like Herbert's already got some. Could grab up a little more silicon as well, just in case. Not so concerned about power, but it might be a reasonable place to just use this one little claim for now. That way I've got it secured. I can even drop it right here on this water as well. And that way I'm kind of just using this one extra claim. And I'm using up some carbon and just a little aluminum. And it's doing something for me rather than just sitting there. This guy's actually throwing down power on top of his water right now instead of just water. Or reactors or anything like that, which is kind of odd to me. This guy not making near as much money as he would hope, given that he's going to be consuming significant amounts of the oxygen and food he's got coming in. So that's kind of unfortunate for him, I suppose. And now we just wait. We can sell off some silicon now that these guys threw down some solar panels. Very, very nice for us. And I think we will just go hard into the reactor play. I don't think anybody else is quite keeping up yet. We should be able to make the money we need off of that and just make a clean transition. Aluminum doing very nicely. Pretty much to the point of, well, we better keep using the black market. And this works for me for now. As long as I can keep control of that for any period of time whatsoever, I'll be in a pretty good spot. Herbert does have a lot of cash on hand. in the form of resources right now, so he could counter that with a mutiny of his own if he really wanted to. Not so interested in that water tile. It's okay. It's 2 water a second, right? That's not a bad thing to have, and we can certainly bid some on it. But we don't have to go too ham on it at all. Reactors, $79 a second on the reactors. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I think we'll push it to 8. Call it good there. That's as high as we go for that water. Alright, Bradbury can have it for 9. That's cool. Not so interested in that water. This guy has so many wind turbines down, doing absolutely nothing for him. That's quite unfortunate. Herbert over here, he looks like our primary opponent this game. Herbert, he knows what's up. He's got steel down. It's not perfect steel, but at least he's not paying iron for it, which is nice for him. He's got some power down, which he really probably shouldn't. They should be something that isn't water, but at least he's got the right idea. And he is the one sitting on quite a bit of money. Oh, there goes the expansion. Let's go ahead and grab up this extra claim for 4,500, because why not? Love us some extra claims for very, very cheap. And I think we'll use this to just secure a little more water for our reactors and our future probable food transition. Buying up a bunch of glass right now, trying to push for that expansion. And we're also going to want enough glass probably to just throw down food. Food's pretty solid. Could also look at an engineering lab as something that I don't have down yet that maybe I should. But I'm not so concerned about it for the moment. Ooh, this guy is trying to throw down farms. So let's keep his farms expensive by beating him to the glass and making sure we can make that transition first. There we go. Got plenty of water coming in for our reactors, which is good because water's nice and expensive right now. Still got those pirates, so let's make this guy go ahead and, if he's thrown down all his claims, which I don't think he has yet, I think he may be sitting on, oh no, he threw one down over there. That's good. Then we're just going to go ahead and pirate here, make him expand that on out. Maybe not the best use of pirates, but certainly an amusing use of pirates. Okay, more glass. I want maybe a little more glass on top of that. Nah, that should be fine. We'll just do 3 farms for now. That's okay.
We'll have this done.
3 farms.
I just need to locate
And do I even want to do 3 farms? I really want some more water, because water's doing so well right now. I don't know what these guys are doing. I guess this guy's got farms down. That's not helping him at all. This guy's not gathering any water. It's an interesting little game, guys. Maybe I'll just do, for now, 2 farms. Get this engineering lab up right over here. Go ahead and get a goon squad for it, just to be super, super safe. And let's check Offworld prices. Food's doing nicely. We intercepted something. It was food. Nice. And fuel's very nice as well. So there's definitely some potential strong things to do this game. Also, we can think about moving out of these reactors. They're only making us $59 a second right now. And into some glass furnaces instead, which are potentially going to be much, much better. I think we'll go ahead and make that transition. Glass is doing very nicely. And we may as well just take advantage of it. I mean, I'll take a tile in the middle of nowhere for really no good reason. Also, power down at $6, making life a lot easier for us. We can even just throw a solar panel on that in the future if things become too difficult. Where did I get nuked? In the bad carbon tile to nuke. That's good. We'll go ahead and be super safe. Go ahead and defend my remaining carbon tile. And I think instead of taking extra carbon, if I feel I need more, which I think I will at some point, I'll likely just upgrade. Farms aren't holding as well as I was hoping they would. A lot of people moving into farms. A lot more heavily than I thought they would. Like this guy, I didn't expect the farms out of him. I didn't expect this to be a farm. I thought it would be a reactor. So that was my bad. And I may have to just move out of these because $5 a second, not very much. So why don't I just upgrade fuel production? Push to another claim for 6,000. Get rid of these farms. Just be like, nah, never mind. Should have thrown down glass furnaces instead of the farms. But we can make our move back in reactors just fine. Engineering lab running quite nicely. Bradbury targeted by an underground nuke on his aluminum. That's kind of weird. And we can go for an upgrade if we want. A lot of carbon cost attached to that upgrade. A lot of carbon cost attached to that upgrade. So I think we really do want to go ahead and upgrade carbon production for the future. We can upgrade glass production as well before long. That should all be fine. 10,000 for a claim. I'll go ahead and grab that too. And let's just get down another reactor. Glass furnaces are doing nicely as well, but I honestly don't know which one is going to sustain itself better and longer. And we're consuming quite a worrying amount of fuel right now with all of our blimps. So Like, all of our stuff is very far away. So if I want to actually make money on fuel, I feel like I need to have a lot of fuel production down. So that's what we're going to do first.
The black market is on.
As we can see now, with these 4 reactors with massive adjacency bonuses, I'm up at like +3. And that's with the efficiency bonus as well. So, yeah, that's being a little difficult right now. Now we're waiting on the expansion because I don't feel the need to expand super, super hard into any given resource. We'll go ahead and grab an EMP for good measure, because of this nonsense that's going on right now. Interestingly enough, he has not connected up his base, so we're constantly just pulling stuff in from him right now, which is fantastic. And I really do want to try and go off-world this game, which is why I'm really holding on to this upgrade, because I need about 1100 carbon in order to go off-world. And if I'm going to stick on just these 2 carbon tiles after one got nuked out, that's a little difficult. EMP on my glass. EMP hit right here. Oh no, right here, sorry. Shut down my glass production. That's just fine. That's understandable. Glass production's pretty strong. We'll just wait the 11 seconds until we want to go ahead and hit the EMP where we need to. Asimov actually has an engineering lab down that is working, which is interesting. He doesn't look like too much of a threat to me right now, but he certainly could be later. This is actually glass production. Asimov is going into my stock. How much money do you have, man? None. Well, that's interesting. Kind of decides where we might have to go this game. He definitely isn't actually able to do that, which might cause him problems, but... Boop-a-boop. Grab Goon Squad for the time being. Man, do I have water and aluminum flying in this game. It's nuts. Thought water would be a bit more valuable than it ended up being in the long term. It's unfortunate for me. I think we'll go ahead and make this upgrade. Yeah, steal my water, whatever. I really don't care. That just lets us get down enough power now that power is starting to kind of creep up. Other people moved out of their power. That will be okay. Let's see. The improved glass production will kick in before too long, which is going to be kind of nice. I'll go ahead and just goon that tile. Grab another goon squad. And try and get down this off-world market pretty much as fast as I can. The reactors are still doing fine. Man, that pirate noise. I hate that pirate noise. There we go. Let's just go ahead and do this now. We'll just drop it here. Oh, carbon shortage, or sorry, chem shortage coming in. We'll go ahead and do what we can with this. Look at that carbon price that we just created. There we go. That should be alright. I don't think anybody has near so many resources as we do right now. And certainly not enough to dive into chems quite that hard. Okay. Okay, carbon. Good job making me money this game. Could have gone for a patent lab. Might still do that, but chems being so expensive kind of steers me away from it from the time being. And instead, maybe I'll just upgrade chem production. Fuel's kind of dropped off. I'm going to just move into chems right now. Oh, come on. Work with me here. There we go. Once again, carbon going a little nuts. Hopefully our upgraded carbon production will help compensate for that. We can go ahead and maybe throw down another silicon quarry. Wouldn't be the worst thing ever.
Expansive colony expanded.
Maybe another glass furnace. I don't think it's actually necessary, though. I don't see glass holding its price all that well, and I think what I'd rather do is just build a couple of steel mills right there and make sure I'm using those. All right, send the fuel. Who's buying stock? Asimov's buying stock again. I'll tell you what, Asimov. Oh, I forgot this was here. I should have planted it here to make sure it hit everything. That was a terrible mistake. Carbon production is currently efficient. We could upgrade that more. That would be okay. Chems and carbon both making us ridiculous amounts of money right now. We'll upgrade chem production one more time, and then we'll start looking at carbon.
Bidding will begin at
After this is over, we will start looking at a buy. Let's see. I could put power over there. I could drop a little more power. Like, power is looking kind of iffy, but I think what I'll do, I'll just let that go. And then just toss down a couple solar panels. They're kind of expensive because silicon's a little nuts, but let's get out of these glass production and just go into some steel quite heavily.
The black market is online.
Alright. Time to start finishing this game up. Aluminum got nice and pricey for whatever reason. I'll take advantage as best as I can. And we should generally be very well set up to finish up this particular game in the late game. Asimov's defending himself, which is just fine by me.
Off-world shipment launched. Look
Buy
at
more
all the
fuel,
money.
because everybody moved on into fuel. And even though we're consuming a ridiculous amount of it, we're still generally getting the work done. Not rush into it, don't feel any need to. Go ahead and buy up the rest of myself to defend myself. Did I end up with this iron tile? Yeah, I never used it for anything either. Well, now we can gather iron. Yep, glass kind of tanked pretty hard. Food's doing nicely. We can maybe move into food if we absolutely need to. I got myself a patent lab now. We can grab thinking machines for our late game play. Let's see. Let's upgrade carbon production, given that our chems are currently frozen out. And who did I actually take over? Ah, yes, this guy. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of these, even though they are scientific buildings, and just put down some farms in their place. I think those will work a bit better. Unfortunately, having to scrap the scientific farm because it doesn't give adjacency bonuses. So if I want those adjacency bonuses, I just don't get to actually use it. I shouldn't have bought into that. Turn off the steel mills, most of which are probably losing significant amounts of money at this point. Send more fuel. Just all the fuel. And we'll work on seriously cleaning up this game. Alright, bought most of the way into Herbert. Now we just have to finish up what we can into Brad. Well, we bought into Herbert as much as we could, right? We knew Herbert was going to be the contender this game. We can go ahead and make sure. Wow. Really, Power Surge? Really? You just dove right into that goon squad, didn't you? You were like, ha. Check this out. Bam. Slammed right into it as hard as you could. That's impressive, man. Steel turned back on. Buy into Bradbury.
Bidding will begin at.
I really don't care much, honestly.
Auction unclaimed. Bidding closed.
Aluminum, for whatever reason, dove up significantly in price, so we can go ahead and sell down a big stockpile we have of that. Iron's still doing well. Carbon holding on. Not doing great, but holding on. Silicon's come way back down. Where's our glass production? Hold on.
The black market is online.
Where is our glass? We have a random glass furnace way out here. Good job, scientific glass furnace. I'm proud of you, I guess.
Look at all the money.
Okay, fuel's kind of coming back up. Shouldn't be any surprise with these chems online. Maybe hop into a little more fuel production for the long term. And I think we may just scrap this steel, which might recover, but yeah, we don't really need to worry about it. Move into those reactors. Man, we have too much water coming in. That was a really big mistake, moving into that much water. And let's finish off Bradbury. Last one's going to be Herbert. Not a big deal. Should be fairly easy to clean up. He's only making food. Food's not doing so well. We'll grab an EMP. He also just purchased one. Oh no. We saw it coming. How'd we do that? Yep. Goons everywhere. Chems are definitely losing us money at this point, but that's just fine. Because it means our fuel's going to be amazing. Look at this fuel. Look at this fuel production. It's so good. Now, if he resigns, it'll just end the game for us. It shouldn't be any big surprise if and when that happens. Plenty of food to send up. Just send as much as we can. He's suiciding as hard as he can. We'll control shift down just to make sure that we've got it the moment we can. And there it is. Well, fairly clean and easy game at the start there. I should really check chat. Nice X-Jammer, that's interesting. Hi, PB. Yeah, I could have gone teleportation that game. That might have been a good idea. And maybe replacing the water pumps. I almost certainly should have done something about those water pumps. You are correct. It was just 3 of them. But because I was producing so much water, it was costing a ridiculous amount in fuel. Now, for a while, fuel was mega cheap, so it didn't matter all that much, right? But yeah, I should have done something about these water pumps to reduce my fuel cost. And it's quite possible that a long-term plan of teleportation would have been a strong one that game. I just saw the quick and easy access to an Offworld, and that's really what I wanted to commit to. Especially with 2 scientific players in the game, I was really nervous about going for a patent lab. Because it was like, Ah, well, anything I want, they'll probably want, and it'll just go very well for them. Also, big mistake out of Herbert, never making this connection when he could have. I think he could have cut off like half of our pirates from stealing his food when food was quite valuable, and he never did, and that was certainly a bit of an issue. Oh well. Fairly simple game. We can go ahead and check stats. I mean, we made $500,000. Second best player of that game was certainly Future Commerce, aka Herbert. He made about $150,000. That wasn't bad. Most of it was in food. Some of it in steel because, frankly, he was providing steel for our expansive player and our scientific player, which he didn't get this down immediately. It took him a while to get it established. It wasn't very good production when he finally did. It was just kind of whatever. And it was a fairly clean, easy game for us, which is nice for the first game of the day. Host another little 4-man. And we'll keep going here.